The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I'd never seen this one before. As always with these Argento movies, these are all first time watches for me. This was his debut, came out in 1970. This Arrow restoration is from a 4K scan. This is the limited edition set, comes with all the bells and whistles, but you can pick up just the standard edition, which has all the on-disc extras at a fairly good price. There's been some good prices recently in the sales. In this movie, we follow an American writer called Sam, who just happens to be walking through the streets of Italy one day when he kind of stumbles across an art installation that has these really weird double glass doors. He sees somebody being attacked. He gets through one set and he gets trapped in between these two sets of doors. He's just unable to go anywhere, but he sees everything that's happening. Now, the woman doesn't die. She survives thanks to him. He contacts a passerby to get the police. And they, of course, suspect him. They feel that he may be the killer who was trying to escape and kind of bumbled it and get caught in there. But we know that's not the case. We know there is another masked figure with black leather gloves, with a face hidden, all dressed in black. We don't even know the sex, that is going about killing women in this town. And the police now have a suspect in the form of Sam. He has a certain tenacity about him. He wants to figure out who did this, why is he being framed, even if it puts his life in danger, which it does several times as well. He lives with his girlfriend, although they're getting ready to leave Italy. But he can't do it, not while this is hanging over his head. He knows that when he saw this crime scene, there was something just not right about it. There's something that his memory just feels is wrong, and he can't put his finger on it. And all the way through the movie, this opening scene is really well shot. It's a really nice image of him just trapped in this cage watching what's happening. This glass box of emotion, and they keep flashing back to it in an interesting way. That really does give a good visual representation of somebody trying to search their memory back, trying to re-envisage what happened, to pick out the bits of information, but are just unable to do so. The gore here is minimal, it's effective, but it's more kind of a terror that goes with it. There is one moment where someone's, and as with all Argento scenes, these are like fantastic little touches in it, where she's just lying in her bed, smoking, looking at a doorway. The door's open, there's a light on the doorway, there's nothing there, and the camera is her point of view. She leans over to put her cigarette out, she turns back, and in the doorway is the masked figure who is going to kill her. And they attack her in such a visceral way, holding her down, cutting off her underwear, and you never quite see too much blood or that, but you know it's just painful, bloody, horrendous, a bad death. And as with a lot of the Argento movies, there are these side characters that really add to the movie. There is the friend of Sam's who takes away a tape at one point and is just a really fun addition. We get the police officer that just feels constantly put down, having to deal with these situations. There's like comedic moments with him where he has to go and do a press conference that he doesn't realise, and he's just like, I'll just lie about it, I'll sort it out. They do a kind of parade of possible suspects at one point. They have this room, they have the lineup, like in The Usual Suspects, and it's just this fun moment. I had to stop, had a good chuckle at it, where he's just like, bring out the perverts! And then they just start to wheel out these people and list what they've been doing, and then they're just like, nah, none of them, push that away. It's just these little side tracks that it takes. But possibly my favourite one is when they go and see the painter, who has done this painting that seems to be part of this puzzle, but not too much. And they go. Sam goes to see him and has a nice meal, but then later on discovers that the guy just is locked away, doing nothing but eating cats, and he's just fed Sam some cat. So a nice delicacy I didn't know he was going to get. It's all these little side characters that really make the Argento movies just pop. You know, they're fun little sidetracks, and they're like a real kind of investigation. Sometimes they just don't add anything to the plot. Sometimes it's information that it doesn't really come to light until after the reveal. And this is one of those movies with a kind of double ending. You get somebody confessing to the crime. It's done, it's dusted. But it's never just as easy as that, is it? There needs to be one last kind of battle with the person. And it is, I don't want to say what it is, but it's so much fun. Taking us back to a scene earlier in the movie and having the finale there was a really nice touch. The way it's kind of portrayed is just manic and twisted and almost a little bit crazy. It's just fun and in your face. There is a lot of nice little touches in this as well. A lot of nice camera work, like I was saying. After the death of someone that we think could be behind all the murders, the camera just kind of pans up from the street across the cityscape and then zooming in to another window further down the street in the houses. It's nice little touches like that that really kind of elevate these movies. Now, a lot of people have been saying this is a knockout. This is one of the best Argento Giallos out there. I liked it a lot. For me, not quite up there as yet. I still a couple I prefer on this. This, of course, was my 9th Argento movie. I have one more in my collection to check out, which is Cat O' Nine Tails, which I will definitely be watching pretty soon. And then from then on, I'm going to have to start picking up more because there's other ones that I need to check out at some point because I'm really enjoying this filmmaker. I really enjoy a lot of the things he's doing, especially the Giallo, more than the supernatural kind of elements. But there we have it. The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Did you pick up this set? Have you went through all the extras, the booklet, the full whack? It seems like a good set. I'm really happy I picked this one up. I'm going to go and read the booklet just now, actually. That's just my thoughts on the movie. What are your thoughts on The Bird with the Crystal Plumage? And where do you think it rests in Argento's filmography, being his debut? Do you think it was one of his best movies? Is it your favourite Argento? Let me know, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.